Welcome to Reddit Packers. Don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button for more interesting videos. Let's jump to our today's video. Lady, you're not special, so I just found this sub and oh boy, do I have so many stories I want to share from my time working at the airport. Mandatory on mobile apology. My personal favorite is back when I was the supervisor for a vendor company that supplied employees to different airlines for services. In this situation, it was providing the wheelchair and other assistive services to those traveling with a disability. This was about 2 to 3 years ago, so details are kind of fuzzy. That day, I was supervising the smallest section. Small in that I only had 4 agents to oversee. Due to the nature of how we could get busy and in those moments I needed all hands on deck, I usually allowed my employees to work between themselves when they'd have their lunch break and have them notify me, so I could be aware of the number of staff I currently have on the floor and what they are doing. One of my staff had just left for his 30-minute lunch break. I was making my rounds, making sure things were okay at the different gates. I then get a call over the radio that a passenger at the ticket counter needs assistance. I call several agents to see if they are available to assist. One of them responds back and says he's coming back from dropping his previous passenger off and will be there momentarily. Not even 5 minutes later, I get a call stating that the passenger at the counter is demanding for a supervisor because she's been waiting for 30 minutes. I checked my call log, as our radios record times and messages for situations like this, and see that my very first notification wasn't even 5 minutes ago. Yay! It's going to be one of those customers. I make my way down to the ticket counter, which was another 5 minutes or so, and meet the customer in question. It's an older lady, Karen, and her boy toy. He doesn't play much of a role in the story, but throughout this, he is quiet, defers to her all the time, and is a big muscular younger man than Karen. Me, good evening, my name is. I was told someone needed a supervisor. Ticket agent, yes, it's this lady right here, she needs a wheelchair. Karen, yes. I've been waiting for 30 minutes and my flight is getting ready to leave and I need to be there. This is unacceptable. Now, as a supervisor, I get paid more than the pushers, and the pushers are dependent on tips, with some places paying the waitress wage, so if any one of you who aren't aware of this, yes, you may tip the wheelchair agent and they will greatly appreciate it. Because of this, I try to make sure that I don't take any of my employees' passengers, as I don't want to mess with their tips. Me, I understand, ma'am. I have notified my agents and I have an individual on the way. He was dropping off another passenger, but he should be here shortly. Karen, no, I need to be at my gate now. I can't wait another minute. I'm going to miss my flight. Me, well, I could take you through security and tell my agent to meet us at the other side of security instead of here. Would that be okay? Karen, yes, that's fine. As we go through, I ask for her boarding pass to scan it to indicate I've picked her up, which enables me to see all sorts of information, including if she's pre-checked for TSA. She wasn't. I take her to the TSA agent to have him check her boarding pass and ID, then enter the regular line. Her status was also irrelevant due to this terminal having certain hours where they have pre-check, and shut it down for the other time periods when it's slow. Karen, why are we going here? I'm TSA pre-check. Me, well, I didn't see it on your boarding pass, but currently they have it closed down for right now. Karen, well, why are we waiting behind all of these people? There were like 4 people. I'm in a wheelchair, so I'm able to cut and go to the front. Me, unfortunately I can't do that, ma'am. We are able to go through an expedited line. At this I point towards the line I'm referring to, which is the line to have TSA look at your information before getting back in line to put stuff through the machine, but once we reach this point, we need to wait in line behind everyone else. Karen, you don't understand. I'm going to miss my flight. I asked for her boarding pass at this point. Me, oh, you still have about 15 minutes before they even start boarding, and then an additional 30 before they close boarding. It's just right around the corner from here, so we have plenty of time to make it. Karen: no. You don't understand. I have to be the first one on the plane. When I still insisted that I couldn't take her to the front, she stood up from the chair, marched to the front, without the need of any assistance, and started yelling at the TSA agent that she's in a wheelchair and needs to come to the front of the line. TSA agent said that if she wanted to cut in front of everyone, all of 3 people now, she needed to ask them. Her travel partner then meekly asks each and everyone if they can cut in front, and they said sure. As I get the luggage and chair up to the front, Karen tried to go through the metal detector. TSA agent asks for boarding pass, and she shows both that and ID. Due to her being old enough to go through even without being pre-checked, the agent allows her through. At this, Karen turns to me and yells, "See? I told you that I was pre-check." Me: "I apologize, ma'am, but I didn't see it." She gets my name, after threatening to report me, and I transfer her over to the agent who I had called, who was supposed to have picked her up. Story isn't over yet, folks. I then went to the ticket counter, got the name of the agent who called, who confirmed that she wasn't waiting for 30 minutes, got a copy of the lady's boarding pass, got the name of the TSA agent, and wrote a report at the office, detailing them as witnesses and stapling her non-TSA pre-check boarding pass to the paperwork. It's been a few years, so I forget the term, but the person who is making sure we are in compliance with the ADA and the ACAA calls me about a month later and tells me that he's gotten a complaint about me. He saw my paperwork but wanted to hear it from my mouth because, "It's so crazy the stuff she said about you that I know she's lying. I want to hear this story." I didn't get into any trouble for that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more future updates.